Okay. If YouTube is to be believed, I may be currently live as scheduled. Actually, I think I'm about 1 minute early, which is okay. Not sure what kind of viewership figures may come in. I haven't really prepared anything. I'm not, I didn't, I have not prepared anything at all because, well, first of all, am I coming through? Can you folks hear me? Typically when I do these streams, I start off with music for a few minutes and, put up a notice saying the stream will be starting soon so that people are aware that the stream, that I'm actually here and that the stream is starting soon. Okay, you folks hear me. Okay, that is good news. Hello, everyone. Hello, Die Finsternis. Hello, Ben Freund and Mech number 4 and so on. Are you not seeing video? There should be a DOS prompt visible. I don't have any video other than just a flashing DOS prompt because I haven't started anything yet. But yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So I'm audible and we see the DOS prompt. Okay, good news. Hello everyone. Thank you for coming out. So I guess probably I can't expect terribly high viewer counts, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not doing this necessarily to get lots of views. Like I said, just want to have some fun and try a few different things. So, does anyone have any requests? Because what I did was, well, I didn't have one single specific request for a specific game. A few people posted like longer lists of games, but what I'll probably do is I'll just do this totally freestyle, just totally not even think about what I'm doing in advance, just kind of go spontaneously, which is not something I do naturally usually, and not something I'm necessarily good at. But what I can do, since we have dowels here, I took the liberty of looking through a few. Okay, Zargon. There's the first specific game. Okay, I'll do that then. And in the meantime, if anybody wants to take a look at some of those Shovelware CDs that I mentioned, or that Shovelware site that I mentioned in the announcement video, happy to do announcements. Zargon is not exactly an obscure DOS game that nobody's heard of, but it's actually a good choice because I'm not very familiar with Zargon myself. I've played Jill of the Jungle, and I know Zargon is similar, uses kind of a similar engine, but I actually haven't played it through myself other than just playing the first few minutes. So, Jaybird, in answer to your question, there's a kind of a longer story there. So, some of you may remember, when the remake of Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire came out, which is now, gosh, how long has it been? Well over 10 years ago now. But when that first happened, I made a video, which in retrospect was kind of embarrassing. I'm a little bit ashamed of it now, because I rather roundly denigrated the remake, and I really didn't intend to. I mean, I actually didn't think that badly of it, but I'm the kind of person who will tend to pick on things. Like, if things are 90% good and 10% bad, I will mention the 10% that's bad. It's kind of the opposite of the usual. You know how in the usual Anglo-American business world, the sort of cultural idea is that you're supposed to start off by saying something good, and then you can get to the criticism afterward. I kind of do the opposite of that. I kind of say, yeah, this part wasn't good, and you could have done that better. Which is maybe not a very constructive way to do things, maybe not the best way to do things, but that's kind of what I did. And I didn't really think much of it at the time, because I thought, well, who cares? I'm just making a short video, just kind of announcing that the game is out. But at the time, a lot of people watched my videos. A lot of people, I mean, I wasn't a huge YouTube star, not on the level of somebody like, PewDiePie or Mr. Beast today, but I actually had a fair presence in the adventure game Let's Playing community, because I was one of the first people to do Sierra Adventure Let's Plays back in the day, like 15 years ago when YouTube was still fairly new. And so it got some attention. There were some people commenting on my video and saying, wow, Late Blight really, really ripped this game a new one. And I didn't even know all this was going on until like sometime later. And then I was really embarrassed, and I actually went into the message boards of the of the group that made the remake and said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean the video in that sense. I do like the remake. I actually think it's a good remake. I just was annoyed by some things. And so as a sort of penance, as sort of a way of trying to make good on my mistake, I ended up playing the game, through like doing a real proper Let's Play. And I found out that there are some things about it that I just didn't like. Above all, I didn't like how they kind of emphasized the combat because let's see. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just looking for Zargon because I think I have Zargon here. I'm just making sure that I do. Wait, am I thinking of the right game? Zargon's that Epic Mega Games game that is like Jill of the Jungle, right? I'm pretty sure that's the right thing. So anyway, yeah. So I was very ashamed of what I had said about the game, and I got into the game and started doing Let's Play for a while, and I found that they had really, in my opinion, they had overemphasized the combat. And I think the last video I did was where I was fighting the Pizza Elemental, and that's a very difficult fight, and I kind of got frustrated after that because I wanted to show it off, like I wanted to show what happens if you beat the Pizza Elemental, and I just got really frustrated at the end. I think my frustration was apparent. I think people who've seen that video kind of recognized at the end that I was not really having a good time. I wasn't having much fun anymore. And I've realized that people don't like watching me when I'm not having fun. People don't like me. People don't like watching my videos when I'm not having fun. And so I kind of abandoned it. I always intended, like I seriously intended to go back to it. I didn't lie and say I was going to come back to it. I actually did intend to come back to it. But I kind of, as time went by, realized, I think I'm not the right person to play that game. It's just not the kind of game that I'm really taking very well to. And I don't want to criticize it again after the first time around when I already had, Anyway, so let's see. So this should be Zargon, and you know what? Does anybody have this problem in DOSBox? So what I did was I copied Zargon into DOSBox, and I have the directory for it here, but it shows up as empty. It's not actually empty, it's just that DOSBox doesn't rescan files and directories after you've started it, so it doesn't become aware of new files come in. So is there a way to... I'm just going to restart DOSBox. Well, let me just kill DOSBox and restart it. Give me just a second. I'll just do that, but... for future reference, is there a way around that problem, or is that just like you just have to restart DOSBox every time? Anyway, who is the woman whom I used to do Let's Plays with? Yes, that was indeed her crabbiness. I'm not in contact with her crabbiness. I'm pretty sure she stopped making Let's Plays. She has kind of retired from that activity. As far as I know, she's still doing well. I don't have regular contact with her, but yeah, she's out of Let's Play scene, and that's her decision. And Centaur. No, Knights of Centaur is a totally different game. Zargon is what we're playing. Gosh, I'm getting all the mixing up names. Okay, so it looks like we've got everything that we need here. And yeah, I know the Pizza Elemental is optional. I could have just skipped the Pizza Elemental and said, let's just continue on. Let's just keep playing the game and just forget about the Pizza Elemental. But I just didn't feel right doing that. It was just, for me, it was just kind of like, yeah, nah, just wasn't taking very well to how they handled combat in that game. So do we just run XR file 01 here? Is that like the first episode? Because I'm seeing 4 exe files here called Oh, these are probably, hold on, these are probably self-extractors. Oh, no, they are actually, okay. Looks like this is actually running the game. Okay. Do I want digital sound? Yes, I do. And thank you, Mick number 4. So Battlestar and The Clue, I don't think those are... Okay, we're going a little bit off scope here because I think the original intention was to do shovelware, but you know what? It doesn't matter. This can be a more general DOS stream. It doesn't have to be shovelware specifically. I think next time I'll just say instead of shovelware specifically, I'll just say just random DOStree, and that's probably a better way to go about things because it doesn't have to be specifically shovelware, does it? Okay, I'll say, do I want digital sound? Yes, I do. Do I want the musical soundtrack? Yes, I hope so. Yeah, okay, this is the game I was thinking of. Control F4 updates cache information to mounted drives. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you, Definstinus. I will try that next time. And thank you. I appreciate that you liked the Let's Play of Conquest of the Longbow. Hopefully I will make more quality content in the future. Alright, so, what are we doing here? This is Zargon. Let me just make sure, is the music sounding alright? Let me know if the music's too loud or too quiet. I always have trouble balancing my sound levels in these things. But yeah, let's go ahead and play some Zargon. So let's start off with the, let's see, is there a config here? I don't see a configuration here. Okay. Do we want to read the story? Let's just very quickly go through the story. So there are two brown creatures who are doing a dance. This is the story of two dancing brown guys permeated by evil. Can I go to the... Okay, there we go. Malvinius. Oh, Malvinius is that... I guess Malvinius is that bird on that tree branch in the upper left there. He's very evil. And it's a bright, hot day in the forest. That's right. Thank you, Oman TFE. I'm glad you liked the Camelot Let's Play. I actually didn't like... A lot of people commented that Conquest of Camelot wasn't very good as a game. I mean, it's not a horrible game, but I think it's not as good as Conquest of the Longbow in terms of just overall... Not just in terms of the graphics quality. I mean, the graphics are a little bit older in Camelot, but that's not what's really important. The gameplay itself and the story and the way the story is told and the whole environment is a little bit less... little bit less enjoyable somehow overall. I mean, not a horrible game, but just kind of meh. If I'd played it back in the day, I don't think I'd have very fond memory. Kind of like Codename Iceman. Okay, maybe not quite that bad, but Iceman, for those of you who remember Iceman, it's also kind of a mediocre sort of Sierra adventure. It's like, yeah, it's an adventure, nothing really memorable. Okay, Mr. Haversham is an archaeologist. Do we play Mr. Haversham? I actually don't even know if Zargon is our character's name or if that's the name of something else. I assume it's the name of something. Okay, but this shadowy figure is Mr. Haversham. Reminds me of something from, what's that Russian game? I think it's called Pathologic, that Russian game where you're some kind of doctor who goes to a town infected with the plague and everybody starts dying. Kind of reminds me of a scene from that game. Alright, deep inside one of the more interesting blue structures, there's some... Wow, this is... Okay, this is a more extensive story than I was expecting. Okay, these immense stone heads have the faces of half real and half imaginary monsters. They look like the Kilrathi from Wing Commander, actually. Reminds me of the Kilrathi. Haversham scratches at the... Oh, is this guy... Oh, he's Indiana Jones. I get it. Okay, Haversham is the Indiana Jones. And he scratches at the tiny symbols in the wall, and then he strains to make out the characters, and then some pixie or will-o'-the-wisp appears, and some gas starts coming in, and he thinks, I need a rest, so he falls asleep. And then some eagle comes and takes him away to a starry land. And... Okay, that was enough. That was enough story for me. Hello, Matthew Foley, welcome. Yeah, it's kind of like... Well, the story sounds a little bit like Paganitsu, but I don't think that... The gameplay is a platformer. And yeah, so you had Camelot and Trial by Fire 2. Trial by Fire is a great game. It's one of my... I mean, it remains one of my favorite adventures of all time. Camelot, not so much. Again, not a bad game, but... okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, so it's just like Jill of the Jungle. You walk around and... Ooh! Use the arrow keys to scroll. Okay. After that, something's a blur, and I'm dreaming MH. Okay. Malvinius. Okay, so we are Malvinius, beginning our journey into... Oh, this music. I remember... Okay, this is what I remember now. I remember playing this game once and thinking, wow, this music. Oh, that music is good. I'm going to turn up just a little bit. Make it just a little louder. Let me know if it's too loud. Oh, this music is so good. Okay. All right, so okay, right, okay, yeah, I'm haven't played this in a long time, but so pressing Shift makes him ejaculate very powerfully. I guess Malvinius moonlights as a porn actor, Mr. Camelot, and Control makes him jump. Okay, so yeah, it's just like Jill of the Jungle. It even has that weird sort of... Whoops. Okay. That was not very smart. Fortunately, I think that we have unlimited lives. We don't have, like, a health bar or anything, but... Actually, we do have a health bar. We do have a health bar, but falling in the water is an insta-kill, so... Wow, an extra laser bullet. Wow. Now we can do double... Okay. Collect fruit to earn extra health. Okay, very nice. Yes, indeed, crotch lasers. He basically, Come on. This is one of those games that I think I played the first level of, and then said, oh, looks kind of cool. Someday I should play that, and then I never did. Just doesn't quite appeal to me. But yeah, it has the same weird sort of jerky controls as Jill of the Jungle. Like, there's this weird sort of... Oh, special bonus items. That's nice. Oh, some of the boxes contain nitroglycerin and will burst into flames if you shoot them. Okay. Let's stand back and shoot this one. Whoops. Do I need to crouch? Yes, I need to crouch. There we go. Oh, hey. That's interesting. The shots go downward if you hold down. Alright, cool. Read the sign. Okay, yeah, I actually just figured that out. But yeah, so laser bullets can be controlled after you fire them. Press up to... I actually really like this idea. I really appreciate that... one thing that really always annoys me about platformers is that the shots tend to just go straight horizontal, and you don't have good control over the shots. This is actually a really good idea of letting the player be able to control the shots to some extent after they're fired, so you don't just have to shoot directly horizontally. Gosh, that's actually pretty cool. I like that idea. I like it very much. Alright, let's see, I guess I can go through this door, probably? Too late to turn back. What? Can I not go back through the door? That text is a lie. It is not too late to turn back. I can... Okay, emeralds are very valuable. Okay. Oh, I can press B to access the menu of choices. That's nice. If I press B, what happens? Ooh, I can get health, extra laser, rapid fire. Nice. I'm assuming all these are temporary, because like, there's no way I can get permanent invincibility. That wouldn't make sense. No game has that, so I'm assuming these are just temporary power-ups. But okay, that's pretty cool. So let's get some emeralds from here. I guess I need to avoid those spikes there. Alright, that went fairly well. Yeah, man, curve that laser. Bend that air. Bend that light amplification with... what is it? What does laser stand for? I forget now. There's a recent XKCD strip where Randall kind of riffs on the official expansion of laser and comes up with several other facetious expansions for it, for other acronyms like sonar. Let's see, do I? Yeah, that does block me. Okay, because I was trying to see, because I don't think I can jump through this gap here. If that thing didn't block me, I probably could, but I think what's going to happen is I'm going to hit my head on it and fall into that gap, so let's not go down there. Also, there's a computer sitting there. Man, that is a 90s computer with a desktop case like that and a CRT monitor. That is a very 90s looking computer. Yeah, this music is really good. I very much enjoy. Yeah, Epic Mega Games did really good jobs with music back in the day. These games all had brilliant music soundtracks. Okay, so that computer, I don't think the computer does anything, it's just points. Yeah, all these games like Jill of the Jungle, Solar Winds too. Solar Winds had sort of a similar musical style. They're all so good. They all have such good soundtracks, such great music. Is this going to break if I walk over it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, the exit's up there. Alright, there we go. Get some cherries and exit. There we go. Let's return to the safety of the map level. So, yeah, not even Pentium throwback. I mean, even earlier, even before Pentiums, like, you know, there were... I mean, the original IBM PC had a similar case like that back in the early 1980s, so really, like, even going back before the Pentium. So I'm intending for these streams to be, like I said, not full Let's Plays, but just sort of like showcases of games. So, okay, now we good time to save the game. Press S. Alright, let's press S, and I guess I'll save in slot 1. So... yeah, Solar Winds was an interesting game. It's, I wonder if I should... I've been thinking of doing a Let's Play of Solar Winds because I actually really like that game. It's just, it's been done. It's been done so many times, I don't think I could bring much new to it. And people always say it doesn't matter if the game's already been done, you should play it anyway. But I mean, I don't... I like to be able to bring something new to a game and not just play a game that's already been Let's Played by lots of other people. Anyway, okay, I guess it must be a dream, or what if I'm dead? The vegetation animals are bizarre, like something out of a fantasy. I can make for some interesting research if and when and if I wake up. MH, alright. So let's see. Yeah, Solar Winds was... it doesn't compare to something like Star Control in terms of its depth, but it was a pretty good effort. It was a fairly unique game. I do like how unique it was. They kind of did something different with that game, even though it's not super different, but it's kind of different. So, okay, I need a gate key to pass. Oh, I have no gate key. But I can enter this strange new dimension. You ready to enter a strange new dimension? Well, it's too late. We already did. I keep doing that. Oh man, I'm not used to these controls. Pressing control to jump and shift to shoot is kind of strange to me. Oh, I now have rapid fire. Really? Oh. But I have to keep pressing shift for it, so it's not like... Oh. I guess I got rapid fire to deal with that thing, whatever it was. That kind of caterpillar or millipede or whatever. Alright, so I'll just play like a couple levels of this and then move on. See what else we can find. Because I have a hankering to discover. I've got a hankering to discover new games that I've never seen before in my life. And perhaps we will do that today. It's kind of funny because when I think about games back... do I want to... Oh, I can't go... I need a key to go through that anyhow. I was wondering, do I want to already exit the level, but actually I don't have much choice? I can't do it yet because I don't have the key for that yet. Another one of those millipedes or whatever. You know, if you think about games of this time, really, there are not that many DOS games. If you take, like, the whole history of DOS from, like, the early 1980s until around the mid-90s, how many DOS games were released in total? There were less than 10,000 DOS games all total. Like, if you take every major, you know, like, from all the big companies, not just Sierra and LucasArts, but, you know, from companies like Apogee and whatever, you know, all the companies that were making DOS games back then, the total number of DOS games is only a few thousand, which might sound like a lot, but I mean, if you played them all your life, after a while you get the feeling that you've seen them all. But I still regularly find that I see DOS games that I have never seen before, so, you know, there's still a lot to discover. There's still a lot out there that probably most of us have never seen before. Oh, those millipede parts are actually points. You can pick them up when they're bouncing on the ground. I was standing back because I thought they might hurt me, but they don't. Yeah, I think a lot of people got introduced to me by my Quest for Glory videos because that was like my first proper Let's Play that I did with voice. I think the first so-called Let's Play that I did, which was actually a playthrough because I didn't do voice commentary, was Police Quest 3, and after that I did the original Heroes Quest, aka Quest for Glory 1, with voice commentary, and the rest was history. Oops, just walked right into that guy. Yeah, graphically the game looks a little bit more appealing than Jill of the Jungle because the sprites are bigger. Jill of the Jungle has very small sprites and kind of simple sprites. Here the sprites are a little bit they're a little bit beefier, a little bit more detailed. So it's a great looking game. It's just somehow a game that never grabbed me, and I don't know why. Just something about it was just like, you know, it's a good looking game, but it's just kind of average in most ways. And I think most people had kind of the same perspective. It's like, it's not a bad game, it's just something that failed to stand out at the time when there were already a lot of other games of this style available, even for DOS. This game is Zargon. This is from Epic Mega Games, of the same stripe as Jill of the Jungle. Pretty decent game. It's just whoops, did I touch that B? Oh, all right. All right, now I can exit. All right. Yeah, so Monster Bash. Yeah, Monster Bash is okay, this is just like some plot. This is just like some unimportant plot that probably most people didn't bother to read. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and save here. Let's not, I'll just save as Pooh again. Why not? Oh, this game has a granny mode. Jill of the Jungle had a turtle mode, which made things half speed, I think. So I guess granny mode probably does something similar here. All right, let's see. So, oh, I got a high score. That's nice. All right, I'll leave it at that for now. Perhaps on a future stream we'll return to this game and play further. But for now, let's really quit. Yes. Okay, yeah, I love these world maps too. They're awesome. They look really good. Okay, so we've got some suggestions now. Now we can actually pick up. Let's see. What did I get for suggestions? Battlestar. Ooh, I don't think I've ever played Battlestar. I don't think I have ever played Battlestar. Probably because it sounds to me like something from a TV show or something. Is it something from a TV show? Battlestar Galactica? Is that, I guess, a movie or TV series or something? I need to see if I can download this from somewhere now. Battlestar game. I bin ich blöd? I'm not finding it. Said it's from 1994? Oh, here we go. Oh, this is not a, I think this is not a major label, major studio game. This is probably more like a game from, or is it? Huh, interesting. I have never played this. I'm not sure I've ever seen this. Gosh. All right, let's try it out. Let's try Battlestar. This will be a new experience for me and probably for several people. Let's download Battlestar, see what we get. It looks kind of like a, I mean, it's obviously a space game, kind of space simulator thing, I guess. But let's see what we get. Battlestar. Thank you, Mac number 4, but I think I already found it. And have a good day, Fitzky Lab. Wish you a good day. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica was a TV series. I don't watch TV. I'm one of those weird people who doesn't watch television, and that's just because I'd rather do something than just passively watch. So I have not really watched much television for several years. Whether that's good or bad, I do not know. I'm sometimes out of touch because when people talk about shows that are popular, I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm just like, oh yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, I heard about that. It's a thing, right? Yeah. All right, let's see what we have here now. So I think I put it in a directory called Batstar. Yeah, okay. So let's try this. Control F4. Do I now? Yes, it did. Okay, so Control F4 does refresh directory contents. Oh, and what it's done is, okay, I downloaded a file that already has DOSBox in it. It actually has DOSBox included in. Okay, I don't need the actual DOSBox. I'm already in DOSBox. I don't need to run DOSBox again. I need. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here we have the actual game. So I guess we run setup first. Sound. What do you have for sound? Let's do Sound Blaster, of course. Player's control. Keyboard, obviously. What? Let's register the game for these options. Really? Okay. Oh, for player 2. Okay, 2-player you need... okay, fine. Flight mode. I guess I'll do easy for now since I don't know about... Okay, save config and exit. All right. Hello, Alexander Bechtin. So yeah, the original plan was to keep the shovelware digging alive, but I think that's already kind of being displaced by just general DOS streaming. I think this will just be a general DOS stream. So probably what I'll do is, if anybody wants to suggest shovelware games, I'll happily feature them, but otherwise we'll probably just do like a more general sort of random DOS game stream, which is also okay in its own right. I mean, you know, we get random games like this. Like, what are we in for now? Wow. Dude, this music's pretty cool. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, those sound effects, man. Those sound effects are like... Wow. Okay. Just checking to see if... okay. If the audio's okay. I'm hoping the audio's okay. So, play game. Let's see what we get here. Wow! Oh, my score is going down. Why is my score going down? Okay, do I need to blow this thing up? Okay. That's interesting. My ship changed. So I'm guessing that I have to blow up that core there without... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just assuming I need to blow that thing up. But if... Oh. Is that a power-up there, or... Hey. I guess it is, maybe? Okay, cool. Okay. My intuition appears to have been correct. I need to shoot that core in the center, but I can't touch the lines because the lines will kill me if they touch me, so... Okay. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Now this thing... Oh, I see. That thing I had on me was some kind of armor, I guess. There was some kind of armor, and so now that I... Okay. Oh, dear. Okay, so... Now that I... Wow. Okay. Gosh. Wow. Okay, so... So I guess the question is there a good way to dodge those shots? Because my ship does not move very quickly. So... It seems like... Oh, it's cool. My ship can go backwards as well. That's interesting. I can go forwards and back. Oh. Kurva. So... do I have like a strafe option or anything? Can I go sideways, or I just need to do some crazy dodge like that whenever this thing shoots at me? I guess it... I got the high score. Alright. Wow. Flying... Yeah, it did look kind of like a flying swastika. I don't think that was intentional. Okay, let's try this one more time. So the first level is pretty straightforward. You can just shoot without this thing shooting at you. So you just kind of do this. And it's kind of hard to tell if I'm doing damage. There's not a very strong visual indication or audible indication or any kind of indication that I'm actually doing damage to this thing. Oh, do I actually? That's interesting. Those lines were getting shorter, so I wonder if you can like make the lines shorter by shooting the lines first. Is that like a valid strategy? Shoot the lines first so that... Oi. Shoot the lines to make them shorter and then move in and attack the core? Is that like a valid strategy in this game? It seemed like it might be. It seemed like I was hitting the lines rather than the center of that thing, and that was making the lines shorter. So it's kind of like... Yeah, I am making those lines shorter, so that'll let me get closer to the core without getting hurt by those lines. Okay. I guess I see how this works. It's certainly an interesting idea. It's certainly a novel idea for Wow. You're taking off, oh man, TFE? Alright, thanks for stopping by. I wish you a good night. That you have a good start to your week. Yeah, I think I'm too aggressive. My problem is I just want to keep shooting. I mean, it's a natural kind of instinct to want to keep shooting at the thing, to want to keep attacking. And I've never been good at defense. I need to learn to say, you know, when something's coming right at me, I need to not just attack it head on. I need to actually learn to dodge properly. It's just not something that comes naturally to me because I'm too aggressive in these situations. Alright, I guess that red thing coming to me is a shield. That will protect me for one hit if I... Oh, it's not. Okay, it doesn't just like zoom in on me. I have to actually go to it. Alright, can I... Let's get the... Alright, I did not get the shield. I am a failure. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Alright, I got the shield that time. So, I guess it just kind of goes on like this, and every level they seem to introduce some new element. I don't know what that pink four-headed arrow swastika thing is. I don't know if that actually... Alright, let's see what they do for level 4 now. What is this S thing? Does that just give me... Is that S for... Okay, I guess I won't find out now. I was thinking that might be S for speed, but I guess I will not find out now because I didn't pick it up. Okay, so now they just have those spinning pink swastikas in the corners, and I guess I can't... Actually, this seems easier than the previous level because this core is not shooting at me anymore, so I can still hold back. I mean, yeah, I've got the things in the corners, so I can't just fly into the corner. Hold on, what does this S do? I think I picked it up before, but... Does it give me speed, or... Oh, actually, it might upgrade my shots. It seems like I'm shooting something different now. Maybe it upgrades your weapon. Okay. Weapon! Weapon, weapon, weapon! Yeah, S for speed right past it. S for... No, you don't! Okay. What's new here? This actually seems... Whoa, okay. This actually seems kind of like a repeat of previous levels. It's just like... Whoops. Seems like we're just back to regular shoot the core and dodge when it shoots at you kind of thing. Seems kind of like... Feels kind of like we've been here before. Whoops. Sorry, I was pausing to read the chat for a second. Okay. I think we've had enough of this. I've had enough of Galactica for one day, folks. Interesting concept. Definitely something I've not seen before. Or sorry, Battlestar, not Galactica. It's called Battlestar. Interesting, I guess. Okay, so this was made by Vivid Technologies out of Kingston, Tennessee. They had a CompuServe ID. Remember CompuServe? Wow. That's a blast from the past. I was on CompuServe back in the day. Oh, were the arms getting longer? Okay, so that was the trick. So the arms are actually getting longer, so you can just keep filing them down. You had to dodge them as they... Okay, interesting. Interesting concept. Can't say that I feel very compelled to play it again, but I was glad to play it for the 5 or 10 minutes that I did. All right, what's up next? The Clue. You know what? The Clue is one of those games that I have seen many times and often wanted to play, but it just seemed like something that would be a little bit difficult to get into. It seemed kind of like, I need a little bit of time to figure out how to play it and get used to it, and just never did so. Let me see. Do I have the Clue anywhere here? If not, I think I can find it on the interwebs because, yeah, I'm not finding it on my local drive. So let me search for it on the interwebs because it looked like a pretty cool game, Just always looked like something that I would have to devote some time to actually getting into, because it does not look like a... I mean, it's not just a simple shooter. It's like one of those games with a plot and some kind of interface that you have to... Well, we're doing it now. And it's actually, this is not the game that I was thinking of. I was thinking of something... Hold on, what was I thinking of? I might have been thinking of... Just check to make sure I got this right. The Scoop. For some reason, okay, I confused the Clue with the Scoop. There's a DOS game called The Scoop, in which you play, I think, I also never played that. I think you play a journalist, because it's Scoop as in like a newspaper story scoop, like a news scoop for a news story. So I think you play a journalist in The Scoop, and that's also a game that I always kind of wanted to play and just never did. Okay, but this is something totally different. This is not The Scoop. This is The Clue. All right, let's get the Clue. Just gonna grab it onto my computer machine. It'll just take a second. Well, more than a second. It'll take a few seconds. All right, I think I has it. Does I has the Clue? Yes, I think I has the Clue. All right, let's go ahead and yeah, The Scoop kind of belongs in my mind to that category of games which had an interesting concept, but just somehow, for some reason in my mind, it exists next to the Charlie Chaplin game. Remember the Charlie Chaplin game? It was kind of like, I think you just played Charlie Chaplin, and you just do a bunch of comedy skits, and I never forget how you're supposed to play. Like, you just kind of walk around and stumble around like a comedy skit kind of thing, and it's like, okay, cool, but how do you play? Like, how does it work? I don't know. I didn't get it. All right, so I have the Clue. I got a Clue. Let's go ahead and see if I can put it in my DOS box. Well, this is a bigger game. This is like a later 90s kind of VGA game with fancy graphics and stuff. All right, let's try this. So, all right, I need to refresh here. Control F4. All right, it works. So what do? I guess okay, let's try setup. Change sound card parameters. Yeah, okay, it sounds good. Do I have IRQ 7 or 5? I don't remember how DOSBox is set up right now. I'll try 7 and see if that works. All right. Actually, I guess we can check here. We can see. Yeah, it is set up for IRQ 7. Okay, fine. Okay, the Clue. It even has an exclamation. Hold on, what does the batch file do? Oh, there's an intro. Oh, it runs intro.exe. Okay, that's fine. Let's run the clue.bats. Will do the intro and then the game. Wow. Fancy. Oh, and avoid panic by the Clue. Wow. Fancy schmancy. Oh, this is a German game. It's from a GmbH. Yeah, Helmut Gabaschek. Okay, this is Southampton, which I think is in England. I'm not good with geography, but I think this is somewhere in England. All right, here lies B.S. Lean. Is that a joke? Tragic, tragic. Stupid France. No rational man is... Okay. Okay, I guess this is a... Okay, this is obviously a comedy. Okay, that was not apparent to me at first, but I figured out pretty quickly this is a comedy. All right. Stupid France. No civilized people drive on the right side of the street. I've been thinking he had never got a driver's license. Yeah, he never got one. Sniffle. And the car? Right off. No, that's not what I mean. Oh yeah, it wasn't his own. Snuff. Sabian here, take my hanky. Took you a long time to help her, Herb. Gulp. Sniffle, sob. Here, Inspector, take that hanky. Let's have a drink afterwards. Sounds fine to me. Just be dead for one day and your friends will have feasts again. Sob sniffle. Wow, what an animation of that woman piling the dirt in. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Okay, let's just try typing something totally random. Okay, it's cracked. Okay, I think we're okay. Okay, so that's the skyline of London there. I don't know much about London, but I at least am able to recognize basic things about London. So this is Tower Bridge. A lot of people think this is London Bridge, but no, London Bridge is actually kind of boring. This is Tower Bridge. This is obviously the clock tower holding Big Ben, and this is, I guess, what is this? What is this stuff in the middle? I don't know. Start a new game. Victoria Station. This is where it all started. Yes, on this worn-out marble-tiled floor 41 years ago. It was the time when everybody just longed to forget the pain and misery of the... Of the what? I'm assuming he was talking about the war, because in 1941 there was a bit of a kerfuffle going on in Europe at that time, but he didn't... Okay, obviously I wasn't supposed to click the mouse. So how does the interface here work? Do I just... No, hold on. Wait, what? What's going on? Oh, I guess okay, it's like a scum. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Instead of clicking on the screen, you click on look and then you get options on what you can look at. Okay, let's look at the surroundings. Oh, I see. I kind of need to... Oh, if you mouse over these arrows, that's how you page up and down. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting approach. At the end of Holland Street, you see the Ugly Dog Hotel. Why is there an E in parentheses there? A particular building on the street is a traditional pub called the Fat Man's Pub, or we notice two small shops, but at first sight, it is not obvious what is being traded there. Okay. People. Frank Malova? I find this font a bit difficult to read. Aged about 40, Frank is tall and rather slim. He looks cunning and knows exactly how to hide his true feelings and thoughts. Okay. That's enough. Okay. Can we talk with... Oh, I guess it's Maloya, because that looks like a Y. Okay, so it's Frank Maloya. Okay. Let's talk to Frank Maloya. Well, after all... No! Okay, hello, Frank Maloya. I'm Frank Maloya. Maybe you'd fancy coming to see me in 7 Holland Street sometime. I will consider it, sir. Is there any specific reason why you're inviting me? Do you want me to... Are you inviting me for a cup of tea or what? It's a good question to ask when you've just met. Have you had trouble with the police? Okay, what's your job? I'm a dealer. A dealer in what? Drugs? Weapons? Cards? Have you had trouble with the police? Nothing could ever be proved. Okay. Is it proved or proven? For some reason I didn't want to say proven, but maybe that's American English and proved is British English? I don't know. Well, maybe I've got a job for you there. There's 2, 3, or 4, I don't know, let's say 2 of us. Okay, but I'll claim 90%. Dude, you're a mercenary and you're claiming 90% of whatever proceeds come out of the... I don't even know what the job is, but 90% is a very high... That seems like an inordinately high cut of the take. Unless we're raking in millions and millions, but even then. Okay, I'll say that's too much. I feel like that's... This is my offer, you'd better give it a good think. In any case, you know where you can find me. Yeah, yes I do. Got any experience yet? I'm interested in cars, like my Indian ancestors. I've got... Oh, is he an Indian? I guess... Okay, like... He looks to me a little bit like a Native American Indian, but I'm assuming in England, Indian means not American Indian, but from India. And I don't know if I want to do an Indian accent for this guy. That seems like it might be a bit too stereotypical. I've got a good nose for any kind of danger. Don't you think this would make me a good lookout man? Okay, see you. Alright, so it's kind of like a point and click, except not exact. Oh, hey, there's That's cool. Okay. I have to give this game credit for having a think command. I have never seen a point-and-click adventure game with a think command in it before. That's point for the game just for having that. Think. Ooh, what do we want to think about? This is like those hentai games where it's like basically you have to think about 10 different things and somehow the plot gets magically advanced because you thought about a bunch of stuff. Not that I know about this personally, but you know, you hear about this from other people, you know, just asking for a friend. Okay, think about general. Okay, money, pounds, my share of last... Okay. I have 3 pounds of money. Was that a lot of money back in 1953? I guess maybe it was, possibly. Alright, let's think about... Is this I? Am I this person? I'm assuming this is I. Am I? Is that the right... How do you say that? I'm so... Most people would say that's me, but that's wrong. You don't say that is me. Say that am I. But it sounds weird because English speakers don't speak that way. Okay, so I have 19% ability to look out. That's good. I guess I'm not very good at looking out, but I'm better at that than electronics, safes, or locks. You know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know what the object of this game is. I'm assuming I'm some kind of criminal, just based on context, considering that I'm asking a dealer for some... if he's interested in a job, so I'm assuming this is some kind of crime game, but I actually have no idea. I literally do not know what I'm doing here. Okay, think about own cars. I haven't got it yet. Think about friends. I probably don't have any. Oh, I have one friend. I have Frank Malova. Okay. I've done enough thinking. Alright, own tools. These are our tools, hand and foot. Why do I have only one of each? Wow, there's even statistics on your hand. Value in pounds, 1. Can I sell my hand for £1? Seems like a pretty good deal. Just, I mean, everybody's got hands, so sell your hands and you get £2 cash just for selling them right off. I mean, it seems like a good way to make some extra money. Risk of injury, noise production. I have 66% noise production from my hands. Wow, those are pretty noisy hands. To be used for wooden door, guard, showcase, and... Wow. Wow, this game has a lot of statistics about my body parts. Okay, my foot is also worth £1. Requires knowledge of fight to be used for wooden door guard. Okay. Okay, so we're a thief trying to get rich. And we need to break into stores and possibly steal cars. Okay. Seems like a... I haven't got a building yet. Okay, alright. Hall? Paintings? Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to steal all this stuff and we've not stolen any of it yet, so... Okay, fine. Alright, that's enough thinking for now, thank you. Okay, I see. So the ugly dog is actually spelled with an E, that's why the game... had an E in parentheses, because whoever set up the establishment couldn't spell, I guess. Yes, Frank Malloy is our 90% friend. That's not bad. I mean, 90% friends is better than less than 90%. I just started laughing because I saw this here. It looks like it says pool. I mean, I guess it says pool. I'm assuming that's a pool hall, but the way his smoke is obscuring the L, looks like the word pool is just written here, and that's kind of, I just take a childish amusement in that. Alright, can I click on anything here, or do I have to... Okay, so I can't... So clicking on the screen doesn't seem to do much. It just kind of... Yeah, get out of here. Okay, walk. Okay, so clicking on the screen doesn't really do anything. You have to use all the prompts down here. It's not like a LucasArts game where clicking on the picture actually does anything. Okay, where do we go? Do we go to the Ugly Dog Hotel? Do we go to the taxi? Do we go to Mr. Pooley's, Mr. Maloya's, the Fat Man's Pub, or Victoria Station? Alright, let's go to the Ugly Dog Hotel. Alright, let's see. I don't know if I booked a room, but let's pretend that we have. Under which name? I don't know. I'll just choose a name at random. I'm sorry, but there's no room booked in advance under this name. How we've still got several vacant rooms. You'd have to pay for 3 nights in advance. Okay, I'm sorry, but I haven't got a single penny on me. My purse has been stolen. Awfully sorry, but you can't have a room for free. You'd better make your way to the police office in Watling Street and lay a complaint against the thief. Hi. Oh, it's this guy again. Hi. Yeah, we talked already. I'm still considering your generous offer of taking 90% of the profits of whatever job we're going to do. Do I actually go to the police station? I'm guessing that actually going to the police station and saying I've been robbed is probably not a great idea if we're a known thief. And actually, I think he probably made up that story about getting robbed. He probably didn't get robbed, so it would probably be futile to file a police report anyhow. Okay, let's go to Mr. Maloya's. Let's see what he has here in his useful things shop. So his shop seems like a place for science supplies. Like there's a microscope and some beakers and vials and whatever. And other than that, there's like a pterodactyl model. So is this like a science shop? Strange in the shop. Stuffed dinosaurs, leather, and other junk is on sale. If anyone is still interested in dinosaurs, why this? Is that a reference to Jurassic Park? I think Jurassic Park came out not long before this game. Well, either this is Mr. Malloy. Either this Mr. Malloy is unusually clever, or the local police is too stupid to prove anything. Okay, you can tell this is a German game because they say the police is. In English, of course, the police are something. Police is plural in English, but in German it's singular. So in German they say the police is too stupid to prove anything. But it is simply too obvious that this man is not earning his living with this weird shop. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I don't think this guy is making an honest living just selling microscopes and beakers and pterodactyl models. So this is obviously a front for something. All right, so Mr. Maloya, your shop is obviously a front for some illegal activity. Can I talk to you about your illegal actions, sir? What do you trade in? I'm only trading in curiosities, commodities, and delicatessen, which I can easily sell off to Peru. Okay, make an offer, please. Well, you don't actually have anything I'd be interested in. Okay. All right, I guess I can't do anything with this guy now. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I don't really have much, do I? What do I even have? How do I get my inventory? Where's my inventory? Do I have an inventory? I don't know. Okay, let's go to Mr. Pooley's. Oh, I see. That place is called Pooley's. All right. Pooley, 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 Pooley. Giga Pooley. Even this guy with the glasses seems to be an honorable salesman. The goods he offers could also come from illegal sources. Maybe we could pay to visit him, bring him some haul. Okay, so I guess this is just a pawn shop. Eric Pooley looks weak and unimpressive, but his age, about 42, and his glasses may well be a sign of intelligence. Yes, if you wear glasses, that means you must be intelligent. Yeah, we arrived in London with clothes and £3, and that's it. Bit of an ambitious idea to start a crime syndicate with that startup capital, but okay, our character is nothing if not enterprising. Can we talk to this Pooley? What do you trade in, sir? In principle, I'm trading in everything, but I've got the best contacts in the fields of jewelry, vases, gold, and furniture. Alright, that's cool. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those things to trade with you right now, and I probably couldn't afford to buy them, but I'm guessing this is where we'll fence our goods. I'm guessing this guy acts as a fence, so if we steal stuff, then we'll probably fence them here. Make an offer, please. Well, you actually don't have anything I'd be interested in. I don't know why I keep saying don't actually. They say actually don't, but I keep saying don't actually have anything I'd be interested in. Okay. Perhaps I have something in my pants, sir, that might interest you. Have you checked there? All right. Let's walk. Where else can we walk? Fat Man's Pub. Is that the eponymous Fat Man? All right. So this is a very comfortable and popular pub. Okay, this is the place to establish contacts. All right, so here we can find people. So whom do we have here? We have Richard. I have only 2 people. There are clearly 4 people, at least 4 people here in the bar, but I only have 2 people in this list. That's a bit incongruous. All right, so Richard Doyle is a funny chap. Obviously, he loves telling jokes and drinking beer. Okay, Dan, is that? Yeah, Dan Stanford. Seems to live for his job. He doesn't even take off his working clothes in his free time. Although he appears intelligent and sociable. All right, I've seen enough. I don't think you can fence your foot or hand. It's unfortunate that that you can't sell. Like I was saying, I mean, it would be nice to get an extra 4 pounds by selling both hands and feet, but I don't think that's a feature of the game. Sad. All right, I guess that's enough of that. Can we talk to these people? Yeah, man, I didn't get glasses till I was 17, so that goes to show you. I must have been a really dumb kid. And then suddenly at 17, I started playing DOS games and learned all that there was to learn in the world. Gosse. Isn't Gosse a brand of beer? I mean, it's like... I mean, I see Guinness everywhere because Guinness is obviously an international brand of beer, so I think there are just some brands that are just internationally known. I mean, Germany is well known for its beer, so yeah, it's logical you'd see German beer brands around the world. Okay, so can we talk to Richard Doyle? Nice to meet you. You look like you've only recently arrived here, haven't you? Hum. Come on, I'll pay you a welcome drink. Oh, cool. A drink on the house? That's great. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. Hydration. Do we want to offer the bartender an illegal job? That might not be the best idea to offer the bartender a job as a thief. What about welcome drink? You can order anything you'd like. Whiskey, vodka, beer. If you fancy drinking beer, I can recommend something special. Continental beer. I guess this is probably the Gosse, because in England, the continent or continental things mean mainland Europe, meaning Europe other than Britain, and I guess Ireland, I guess. Also, interesting they're spelling vodka with a W. That's the Polish spelling. It's interesting. Is it an Austrian? Okay. Pretty good production values for an Austrian game. I mean, nothing against Austria, but Austria was not well known for its computer game companies. Austria did not have a lot of game developers as far as I know. Okay, cool. Österreich. What is your job, sir, as if it weren't obvious? I'm a waiter. Well, yeah, okay. Fair. To be fair, that was kind of a stupid question. He's literally standing behind the... Wait, no, he's a waiter? He's a bartender, isn't he? They're different things. You're a bartender, sir, not a waiter. Okay, well, maybe he is a waiter. Okay, I don't know. Who cares? Have you ever had trouble with the police? Only because of false parking and the like. All right. Got any experience yet? What are you talking about? All right, let's not reveal too much of our criminal activities to this fine gentleman bartender or waiter. I'm sure he's not involved in the criminal underground. But I would like a continental beer, sir. I was an army cook during the Second World War, and finally ended up in a small Austrian town called Leoben. They really knew a lot about brewing good beer down there, even though its flavor may seem a bit unusual to someone who is used to British beer. This is very tasty even for our standards. It is called Gosse. After I'd opened the Fatman, so I started importing it. Okay, so we can get... Okay, cool. So he talked a lot about beer, but he didn't actually give us that drink that we wanted. And I don't see an option to order the beer here. That's very nice. Okay, see you soon. Who's the other person we can talk to? Dan Stanford. Is this a police officer? Hello, Mr. Stuyvesant. Nice to meet you. What's your job? Oh, he's a taxi driver. Okay. You're in trouble with the police? No, I've never committed any crime. His hat looks very, I have this problem in Russia a lot. Whenever I go to Russia, the people there, like even the taxi drivers, they wear such magnificent uniforms that they look like soldiers. Several times I thought, this guy's like, is this guy military? Oh wait, no, he's just a taxi driver. All right. I can't say much more. I can't even offer this guy a job. I guess taxi drivers are not capable of being thieves. Yeah, vodka was W is the German spelling, but this... Okay, I mean, it's an English translation of the game, so you'd think they would use English spellings, but I mean, okay, fair enough. Yeah, is this really an adventure game? I feel like this is a sort of a strategy game in Adventure Games clothing. It's like, yeah, there are... It superficially resembles a LucasArts Scum adventure, but I feel like it's more like a strategy game that just happens to have an adventure-style interface on it. But let's see. Can I do anything here except... I mean, I don't see me doing much except just looking at these people and talking to them. It's like it's having some interesting conversations, but I'm not really getting anything done. Hi. Yeah, you're still here, sir. Okay, what if I call a taxi? Can I go some... I'd like to... Surprise, surprise! Young man, I am Dan Stanford in person. May I congratulate you to being the... Is that 1 million? Yes. To being the 1 millionth client of our taxi and transport company. In German, they use periods to indicate... Is it cardinal or ordinal numbers? In English, you write first by saying 1 st, but in German, you indicate first by just saying 1 period. So this is millionth. May I congratulate you to being the millionth client of our taxi and transport company. You can hardly believe it, can you? And you don't have the faintest idea about how this lucky chance will change your life. Dear young man, may I present to you a free ticket, valid for 1 whole year in all taxis belonging to our company. Wow. Fancy. I got a free ticket for unlimited taxi rides for a whole year. That's pretty, kind of a deus ex machina, but okay, I'll take it. So, where do we go? Do we go to Cars and Vans? Do we go to Watling Street? Do we go to Victoria Station? Do we go to Holland Street? Well, after all, no. No, I appreciate you giving me the ticket, but I don't want a taxi ride after all. Let's go to Cars and Vans. New and Cars... I realize it's supposed to say new and used cars, but this is one of those... I think there's a meme based on this called Don't Dead Open Inside or something like that. Yeah, Zentar, I don't know if there's... Is there a game over here? Like, I'm not seeing any obvious way to get a game over. I mean, hopefully we'll find one, because it's always fun to die in games, but let's see. Let's see. Look at the surroundings. Apartment car park with several cars. Comprised a workshop, and the front of the house with office and several apartments. Apartments with 2 P's. People, who's here? Nobody here would be worth talking to. The mechanic is not worth talking to. Or sorry, the technician is not worth talking to. Pretty sure you can buy cars. I'm hoping... So, I'm kind of hoping that if they put a new and used cars dealership in the game, that it actually exists for the purpose of buying cars. That was... I just sort of assumed that, but you know what happens when you assume. You make an I'm forgetting the joke that XKCD made on that. Never mind. Let's continue on. Can I? No, this isn't actually doing anything. This is like general stuff, but this is not actually. I don't seem to have the option to actually. How do I get out of this? Stop. Okay. I don't seem to actually have the option to buy a car. I don't have a talk option, so how do I buy a car here? I'm confused. Alright, let's go to... Oh, I see. Okay, we can go to the... Alright, we can go to the... Let's go to the office. Okay, here's someone from whom we can probably buy a car. So that's Humphrey Bogart, isn't it? Okay. Alright, let's see what we've got here. So we are in the car dealer's office. I mean, I understand where this man is mostly working in the workshop in the car, but in here there's hardly enough room for him, his tools, and a client. Alright. So whom are we looking at? This is Mark Smith. About 40... Is he 40? He looks a bit older than 40. I would have guessed 50 or even 60. His appearance is not very impressive, but he seems to be educated. Okay. Let's talk to this fine 40-year-old gentleman. There's no way this guy is 40. No way. He's that bald and that gray at 40. I mean, I guess it's not impossible, but he certainly doesn't look 40. I can offer you a great choice of cars, new ones as well as second-hand cars, which I buy from many different car dealers and private sellers. Recently I've had the opportunity to buy a pizza delivery van, stable and well built like most German cars. The only bad thing about it is this eye-catching logo, La Pizza, that is painted on both sides of it. What about choice? It only depends on your wishes and needs. In case you live in the country, I would advise you to have a good look at the top speed of a car, whereas in town it is much more important that the PS number... Really? PS? So, PS is the German abbreviation for horsepower. It's a literal translation of horsepower, Pferdestärke. But did they not understand that English doesn't use PS for horsepower? It gives you better acceleration value, you know? Yeah, okay. Sure, thanks. What's your job? As if it's not apparent. I'm a dealer. Yeah, okay. This guy's also a dealer, except I think he deals in rather different things than that dealer whom we met on the street. Okay, have you had trouble with the police? No, I've never committed any crime. Hello, welcome back, Jaybird. This is The Clue. It's a game about being a thief who steals stuff. I guess it's kind of redundant. A thief who steals stuff, as opposed to a thief who doesn't steal things. We're trying to make a living for ourselves as a thief syndicate, and we're in England, I think in London in 1953, and we have a whopping £3. We have literally nothing except £3, and with £3 we're supposed to start a crime syndicate. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so, got any experience yet? For me, cars aren't just a hobby, they're my whole life. Show me your car and I'll tell you who you are. I don't have a car, sir. Tell me who I am. Can I offer him a job? There's two of us. What? This guy's never committed a crime. Hold on. This guy is a straight living guy who's never committed a crime in his life, and suddenly says, "Okay, I'm ready to steal something with you, but I'll claim 90% of the profits." I'm assuming that's what they mean by prey. It's too much. Yeah, I know where to find you, sir. Okay, thanks. All right, see you. Yeah, I can definitely buy a Rolls Royce with the £3 that I have. And yeah, £7 if I throw in both hands and feet. I can definitely, with £7, we'll definitely get a Rolls Royce, even in 1953. Okay, is there really oh. That's interesting. So PS uses metric units, and HP is like British, American, Imperial. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so 90% is the games we have telling you don't use this guy. Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, what if I disregard the game's advice? What if I say, yeah, okay. Maybe I've got a job for you. What if I say there's 4 of us? Oh, that's interesting. So he claims 90% if there are 2 of us, but if there are 4 of us, he goes down to 46%. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'll call you up as soon as I know more. Oh, okay, so that doesn't really do anything because we don't have a job for him yet. Okay. Choice? Private sellers? Metal Gear? Look me right in the eyes, baby. Har har har. Okay. All right. Go away. I'm out of here, sir. I am gone. How do I get out? Call a taxi and let's go somewhere else. No. Call a taxi. Alright. What's on Watling Street? Let's see. Oh, I am the walrus. Cuckoo-ca-choo. In it now. There's a mailbox. P-Jam today. What, Pearl Jam? I'm assuming that's meant to invoke Pearl Jam. Police station. Tools. Ale and whatever that is, and Helen Parker. What does this say? Something Parker. Is that Helen Parker? Hold on, what do we have here? Always the most important building in the street is a bar. The sign on the door says The Walrus and the Yellow Shades. It's really doesn't look very promising. There's a tool shop and something that looks like an antique dealer store. Finally, there's an important police station in the street. Okay. Oh, it's an important police station. Not just any police station, but an important one. Nobody here we're talking to. Okay, that's fine. There's this guy here, but I guess he's not important. Can we walk into... Let's walk into Mrs. Parker's. Let's get parked. What is this? An art gallery? Or a... Oh, it's an art store. Okay, we can buy this wonderful work of art for £1,000. It's lovely. Are very approachable. The clowns don't seem to be too concerned about money. Yeah, I'm guessing this is the kind of place that would be frequented by people who don't really count pennies too much. They don't really think too much of spending £1,000 on this sculpture, because if that was too much money for them, they probably wouldn't come into this establishment in the first place. So this lady here is... Okay, it is Helen Parker. About 30 or 35, although she seems to be a career woman, she also makes a fair and good-humored impression. Alright, fair enough. Can we talk to her? I don't have much to... What do you trade in? Paintings, statues, furniture, especially flowers. Wait, really? Seems a bit incongruous with the rest, but okay. Because most of these are durables. I mean, paintings, statues, historic objects, furniture, those are all things that that are durable, like they're durable goods. They last for a long time. But flowers will wilt very quickly if you... Yeah, okay. All right. Make an offer. Okay, I don't know if she's interested in. All right, goodbye. I don't think it's a matter of the horses specifically being different, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how the measurement works, but anyway. This game is all very interesting, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I literally have no idea how to actually start a job or get anything. Okay, maybe I can get some tools. So let's go to the tool shop and see if I can buy some tools for a theft here. All right, so who do we have here? This is Mary Bolton. She's an admirable woman who knows how to get what she wants, even in this world of males. Always a lot of people respect her knowledge and good manners. All right, let's talk to this woman in a man's world. Can I buy something? Oh, I can actually buy a hammer for £2. Okay, an axe is a bit out of my budget, but I can get a hammer, or I could get gloves because I have £3. I cannot get what is this? A Jenny? Okay, battery is out of the question for now. I don't know what this says. It looks like Jemmy. I don't know what a Jemmy is. Is it like a Jimmy? Like a Slim Jim? Like something you pry, like a pry bar or a crowbar? Something you pry things open with? I'm guessing that's what it is. Okay, I can buy a hammer or gloves. Let's buy a hammer. Oh, have fun using your new tool. And if you need anything else, you might as well drop in on us again. We've got new items coming in all the time. Okay. She told me to have fun with my tool. Well, that's, you don't have to tell me twice, ma'am. I will take you up on that offer. Can I sell something? Can I sell my hands and feet to her? No. If I try to sell my hammer back... Okay, so she actually gives us the £2 back, so we can sell it back at cost, which is not bad. I wonder if the value goes down after we've used it. Okay, so we got a tool which can probably be used for the upcoming theft that we're probably supposed to do, but I think I should probably move on. I've been playing this for a while and I don't seem to be making a whole lot of progress, so this seems like an interesting game. It seems like an interesting premise, but it seems like a game that takes a while to get started. Like, it's not a game that you can just jump in and play quickly. This is a game that you have to kind of do a lot of planning for. So I think this is something that would need a larger time outlay if I'm going to get back into it. Does anybody know if you can die in this game? Is there some way to get a game over in this? Because Zentar is right. It's always good to die in games, and I have no idea how I could die here. Let's walk into the police station and just try to attack these cops with... let's attack these cops with the hammer. Maybe that'll get us a game over. I'd like to lay in information. Okay. I've been purse stolen at my arrival in London. Is this true? Did he actually have his purse stolen, or or are we just making this up? Oh no, this is really terrible, isn't it? Did you lose a large amount of money? No, it's about £50. I think £50 was a fair amount of cash back then. In 1953, £50 would be like probably at least a couple of £100 today in today's money, which is, I mean, it's not a fortune, but it's a fair amount. Okay, this new food. Oh, would you allow me to lend you £10 in the name of justice? Wow. Would cops do this back in the day? In London? Could you go into a police station in London, tell them that you've been robbed, and just have the cop give you £10 in the name of justice? I mean... Gluto hasn't even noticed that I stole his police identity card, which was lying on the table. Wow. Wow, that poor cop, he was being so generous, he actually gave us... Did he actually give us £10? He actually gave us £10 cash. That cop is a saint. Would never happen today. I don't think it would even happen in 1953. Maybe in a very small town where everybody knows everybody, but not in London. I really don't think so, because London was the center of crime even back then. Wow, what a nice cop. I feel bad that I stole his ID card. I feel quite guilty about that. Okay, so you can get caught in a job, which is essentially a death, but I don't think we're in a situation to actually get started in a job here. So I think, you know what, I'm just going to... Sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to show a game over. I'm just going to quit. Okay, pressing escape doesn't do anything. How do I get out of this game now? How do I quit? Hold on, I did download the manual with the game. Let me see if I can find how to quit. I mean, the quickest thing to do is probably just to restart DOSBox, but I'm always curious how games have you quit, because some games have really absurdly convoluted solutions for quitting. It's like they come up with the most bizarre keystrokes and combinations to get you to quit the game. So let's see if I can... Okay, so I have the manual here. Let me just see if I can figure out how to quit. Hold on, where's the manual? Where did it go? Where'd the cheese go? Oh man. I have so many files that start with the that I'm having trouble finding it. I have probably literally like 100 files in this folder that start with the. Here it is. Okay, the clue manual. Alright. I know I'm wasting a lot of time. I realize I could have done this way faster just by starting DOSBox, but I'm curious now. I'm genuinely curious. I want to see how you're supposed to quit this game. It's important to me. This has become important. This is something I need to find out. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's see now. How do I quit? Wow, this manual really goes into detail. There's a lot of story, and I really just want to find out how to quit. I literally just want to find out how to quit. I'm not looking for anything else. Okay, apparently you can press any function key from F1 to F10 to load a, It is not working. Okay, here we go. Okay, now it works. So pressing F1 brings up this menu. Okay, and quit game. All right, there we go. All right, that was it. So you had to just press any function key to get a menu, and then from the menu you can choose to quit the game. Okay, well, that was an experience. That was something interesting. I not quite what I was expecting, but that's good. That's a good thing actually. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me go back through the chat and see, because I think some people requested some other games. So let's see what we have. What does we has? What does we has here? Greg, you mentioned Cosmos Cosmic Adventure. Was that a request to see the game, or were you just mentioning it because you were reminiscing about some games that you'd seen back in the day? If you want to play Cosmos, we can play Cosmos for a bit. I mean, Cosmos is a nice game. Kind of classic old EGA platformer. I feel like there were some other requests for games that I'm not seeing now. Okay, sorry, if anybody put any requests, please repeat it, because I don't seem to remember what was requested. And in the meantime, sure, just for giggles, just for gits and shiggles, let us play Cosmos. How long do I plan to stream? I don't know. I was just going to do an hour, but it's already been like an hour and a half, so, or almost an hour and a half, so I'll probably go a little bit longer. I mean, I'm not going to stream that long. I'm not going to do like another 8-hour stream like last time, but let's do a little bit longer and see what we can come up with. Do I not have Cosmos here? Really? Wow, I don't have Cosmos Cosmic Adventure on my drive here. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to have at least that much. Gosh. What am I doing with my life? I don't have Cosmos Cosmic Adventure on my computer. I'm a failure. I really can't imagine what what my mother would say of me if she saw me now. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Oh, but it's not abandonware. It's actually still being sold. Wow, it's on Steam for $5. You can pay $5 for. Actually, there's a shareware. There's a shareware episode. Let's just play the shareware episode rather than. Don't need the whole game now. So Cosmo's Cosmic Adventure. Here we go. Yeah, it is an adorable little game. It is actually quite a cute little game. Did I play Galactics? I think I did. That's a I mean it's a Galaga style kind of shooter, like one of those. Not exactly Space Invaders, but kind of like that, where you're a ship at the bottom and you shoot things at the top, right? I'm pretty sure I did play that. I know the game I'm pretty sure I know the game you're talking about. I played it, I think, once and thought, yeah, it's like another Galaga style game, not a bad game, but nothing that I was really too compelled to play again. All right, so I will. Extract Cosmo's Cosmic Adventure into a folder or a directory called One Cosmo. Hold on, Control F4, and there we go. Okay, now we can install. Okay, copyright 1992 Apogee. This is actually 1992, really? That's fairly late for an EGA style game like this, because this game has 16-color EGA graphics, which is, nice. I mean, they're not bad graphics, but I feel like 1992 was a bit late to make such a game. All right, anyway, enter continue. Yes, install. Okay, confirm. Sure, let's do Cosmo 1, because it's just the shareware episode. All right, installing file. Pushover. I remember Pushover. I've played Pushover. It's that game where you, it's a dominoes game, right? Like, yeah, it's that game with rows of dominoes, and you have to push over the dominoes in such a way that they kind of form a chain that achieves some goal. I remember Pushover. I'm pretty sure I played it for a bit. I think I played it for one evening and thought, wow, it was a cool game. Then never played it after that. Okay, let's try Cosmo. Cosmo 1. Apogee presents Cosmo's Cosmic Adventure, a game by Todd J. Replogle and Stephen A. Hornback, version number 2, copyright 1992. Oh yeah, and this has this cool ad-lib soundtrack. I think it has PC speaker sound though. Game redefine. What can I define here? Okay, so I can redefine. Oh, okay, it's just the controls and talking music and sound and stuff. Okay, sure, let's just start the game. One moment. Now entering level 1. All right, here we go. Cosmic hint. These hint globes will help you along your journey. Press the up key to reread them. Okay, cool. This is a very cute game. I mean, I don't know if it's meant to be a kid's game, because it looks like something for kids, but the gameplay is actually fairly difficult. It is not an easy game. It gets kind of difficult in the later stages. I mean, here at the beginning, at the very beginning it's fairly easy, but I seem to recall that it got pretty difficult. Got pretty adult in its difficulty later on. Yes, they still want money for this. It's funny. It used to be fairly standard to make games freeware after a few years, because people thought, nobody's going to play this old game. If a game was like 5 years old or something like that, it would just get re-released as freeware, because people thought nobody's going to pay money for such an old game. But today the world is very different. Today game publishers have an awareness of the retro gaming scene, and whoops, I'm trying to jump on this so I can jump on that. Come on. Wow, I lost 2 points of health to that guy. That is not good. I have just one hit point left. Oh, I think that's a health power up there though. Yep, there we go. Yeah, today publishers are aware that, you know, there are people who still play these games. I mean, right now it's 2023, and that means this game is literally 31 years old. Imagine that. I'm playing a game that's literally 31 years old and having fun with it. I mean, it's a cool game. I like this music. I like the graphical look of it. The gameplay is not bad. Could be a little smoother. The scrolling's a little choppy. But this is something that I would actually like unironically play even today for a while. And game publishers are aware of that. They realize, you know what, people are still playing these games. People are still willing to play these games. So if people are going to play these games, and if the games are still in copyright, then why give them away for free? Charge $5 for that. So yeah, this is on Steam, and it looks like they do indeed expect you to chuck in $5 if you want to play this. If you want to play the full version. I mean, this is the shareware version, which is free, as it always was, but... Yeah, the long tail is an interesting... Is the long tail really a thing, though? Because... I don't know, I'm skeptical. So... Should I explain what that is? Because some people might not know. The long tail is this theory which was popularized... I'm trying to jump up there. You know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to bother going up there. The long tail is a theory which was popularized around 20 years ago when Amazon and eBay and places like that were getting big. It's the theory that in the future, commerce websites like Amazon and so on are going to sell more of less. What that means is they're going to sell more niche items. So instead of selling big hits, like, you know, what are really big hits? Stuff like Harry Potter, 50 Shades of Grey, Twilight, you know, really popular books like that. Instead of focusing on really popular stuff like that, they're going to sell more niche items because the internet makes it possible for people to buy more products that... Oh, dear. Cosmo died, he became an angel and went to heaven. Oh wow, and it totally started from the beginning with nothing. Okay, so I guess this is another game where you don't have lives, but you just start from nothing. If you... Wow, okay. You know, I'm going to stop trying to get into every little nook and cranny. I'm just going to try and go straight forward without trying to... jump on everything and collect everything, because that was probably my downfall. I was trying to get everything, trying to do too many tricksy hobbitsy things with my jumps and moves and stuff, and I'm not good at that. So yeah, so the long tail is the idea that there's going to be more stuff like this being sold because the internet enables people to discover more niche products like this. Now, this is obviously not a bestseller today. There are not millions and millions of people buying Cosmo's Cosmic Adventure, but it has enough appeal that there are probably still enough people willing to pay for it that it's worth Apogee's time to say, yeah, pay $5 for it then. If you want to play it, pay $5. So that's the long tail. There's like a long list of tail end sort of items which sell in very low quantities, but which collectively sell enough. Like if you add them all together, they sell enough that it's worth merchants' time to sell those things because people are willing to pay for them. So, retro games definitely figure into the long tail because, you know, not many people are going to play this game today. I mean, the number of people who want to play this game is obviously... It's more than one, and I'm not the only person in the world who's going to still play this game. But the number of people who want to play these kinds of games is... Oh, that's right! Cosmo has suction cups for hands, so he can stick to walls like this. And you can actually use that to climb up walls like this. I forgot about that. Of course, he has suction cups for hands. Duh, it's obvious. So yeah. So there are obviously people who would still play this game. And I have mixed feelings about that because... on the one hand, my initial reaction is that kind of like, is it really worth charging $5 for this? I mean, like, how many people are going to buy this game today? If it's such a low, a low quantity item, if it's something that so few people are going to buy, then why be so cheap as to charge $5 for it? Why not just give it away for free? On the other hand, old gamers, we old gamers, we often complain that software publishers neglect and abandon their old games. I mean, that's what abandonware is. Abandonware is games that have been abandoned by their publishers and developers. Hey, who are you? Dropping into me with your parachute there. Big blue ball with a parachute. Yeah, we often complain that games like this have been abandoned and there's no source for them. So I guess we should be grateful, honestly. I mean, really, even if this game is more than 30 years old, it is a game that a lot of people put a lot of work into. And I guess we should be grateful that we can get it for $5 rather than just having it be completely abandoned by its publisher, as so many other great games have been. So I'm a little bit annoyed that you can't get this game for free, that you have to pay for it. But on the other hand, I guess I should be grateful that that it is being sold, that there is still a developer representing this game. Of course, I say that, but it could very well just be a holding company. I mean, obviously, Todd J. Replogle is not getting your money. If you buy this game today, your $5 is not going to go to Mr. Replogle, who actually worked on this game. It's going to go to some holding company that owns the rights to the game. So that's the other side of it. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, people are still selling the game. That's kind of encouraging to see, but it's not the developer who's selling the game. It's just some holding company that happens to have bought the rights to it. So, I don't know. What do you folks think? Right in the chat, how do you feel about it? This game costs you $5 right now. Is that a good thing? Do you feel that's good? It's like, oh, it's good that they're selling it? Or do you think that's more like, oh man, it's so cheap. They're so cheap that they're going to nickel and dime you $5 for a 30-year-old game? What do you think about it? EA gives away the source of 3 of the best RTS games ever. Which RTS games are you talking about, Defensiveness? Because it doesn't sound like the EA of today. I mean, EA has strayed quite far from its roots. It doesn't sound like something EA would do to just give games away for free, especially. Whoops! Oi! Oi, pizdiets! Okay, you know what? That's enough. That's enough Cosmo for now. Oh, great. Wow, this keyboard is super slow. It doesn't catch up with my keystrokes very well. Okay. Oh, I'm right at the bottom there, but okay. All right. Hey, I'm here with the Simpsons. That's cool. Yeah, EA is not well known for getting along well with the gamers. They are known for their kind of shady business practices today. So giving away the source code for 3 games does not sound like something that that EA would do. But I guess there are always exceptions, aren't there? All right, let's quit out of this and let's move on. Yeah, remakes like Crystal Caves and Secret Agent. So I really liked Crystal Caves and Secret Agent. I very much enjoyed those games. And for those who don't know, they have been recently remade in kind of high-definition versions. They're not really high-definition, though. I mean, they're basically the same games, except they have... they've just gotten kind of a facelift. The music is... there's music now, which they didn't have before. And the graphics have been amped up a little bit. Like, I think the sprites are the same, but like the backgrounds are a little bit more high-res, a little bit more variegated, so... I'm not opposed to people remaking games. I mean, I'm not opposed to remakes of classic games. And obviously, you know, if a commercial company is going to do it, they're going to charge money for it. A company is not going to remake a game and invest the time and manpower into working on a new game and then just give it away for free. That's not something you can really expect. So again, I'm kind of divided. It's like on the one hand, I'm okay with the old games. I don't really need like a new version of Crystal Caves that just has kind of slightly nicer graphics and a music soundtrack to it. On the other hand, if somebody wants to make it and charge, I don't know what they're charging for it. If it costs like $5 or so, then why not? I mean, again, I wouldn't expect people to just do that for free. So, okay, so you're talking about Command and Conquer. I did not realize that they are giving away the source code to Command and Conquer. That is news to me. I was not aware of that. Yeah, it's funny. So I'm gonna. Sorry, I should probably go on to the next game. I'm just gonna mention something which I thought was interesting. Many of you are aware that Ken Williams recently made a new. Well, not Ken alone, but Ken Williams was the president of Sierra, of course. And he and his wife, Roberta, who of course was known for writing the King's Quest games and a couple of other games, they recently made a new game. And it's just a remake of Colossal Cave. So Colossal Cave was, this classic text adventure from the 1970s, or I think even older than that. And they remade it in a kind of a 3D version. It is not very good, I'm sorry to say. It's not horrible, but it's just kind of... Ken and Roberta have not really kept up with the times. They've been retired for, I think, more than 20 years, and they just, on a whim, they just decided, hey, let's make a game. Let's just have some fun and make a game again. And it shows that they're kind of out of touch with the gaming scene. It's not like I said, it's not a horrible game, but it feels like something that you would have seen 20 years ago or even more. It feels like a game from the 1990s. It does not feel like it's very much in tune with modern game sensibilities, which is not necessarily bad. But here's the thing: Ken wanted to charge a vastly excessive price for. I don't even remember what he wanted to charge. I think he wanted to charge like $40 for it. I want to say it was something like that. I'm going to say $40. Please correct me if you know that that's wrong, but it was something like $40. And Ken wrote about it and said, considering all the work that we put into this game, and considering that games in the 90s cost like $60 or even more, I feel like $40 is really a reasonable price for this game. I feel like $40 is reasonable for the amount of professional effort that's gone into this game. And everybody said, no, Ken, you don't understand. Times have changed. We're not living in a world where everybody pays $60 for games anymore, and especially not for a game like this. This is not a AAA title. It's an indie title from a small team. You can't be charging $40 for this. Nobody's going to charge. Nobody's going to pay that. It's vastly overpriced for what people are getting. So Ken kind of complained and said, "Oh, I don't feel like that's fair, but okay, I'll lower the price." So expectations about game prices have really shifted downward overall because honestly, $5 is not a lot. $5 for, I pay $5 for like a couple of slices of pizza at the store now. So $5 for a whole game that's going to take me hours to finish doesn't seem like a whole lot of money. On the other hand, if you look at this game for what it is not a game that most people would pay $5 for. So again, it kind of goes back to the whole thing of like, most people probably wouldn't pay $5 for this game, but there is a small audience of people who actually really want to play this game, maybe for nostalgia reasons, or maybe they're collectors or doing research into retro games or whatever. And if you really want to play that game, then you should pay a fair price for it. And, $1 or $2 for a game like this, considering. I mean, look at that. It shows you here. Price $35. This game cost $35 back in the day in 1992. So to pay $5 for it, to pay 1/7 of the price that it cost back then, it's like, is it really that unreasonable? I don't know. It seems high to me as well, just because games are so cheap now. But maybe it's not that unreasonable considering what you're actually getting. I mean, again, it's not a small game. It's a fairly extensive game, and $5. I mean, what is $5 today? So I don't know. It's hard to say. Kind of could go both ways, couldn't it? Yeah, and enhanced editions of Baldur's Gate. Like if there's a newer version of the game, there's not a lot of incentive to sell a base version of a game when there's a gold version or platinum version or some other kind of collector's edition version of the game available. But yeah. Yeah, anyway, sorry, got off on a bit of a rant there. So what are we doing here? Was that a cover of a ZZ Top song? I didn't even realize that. I'm not very familiar with ZZ Top. I just know a couple of their songs, unfortunately. I'm just a little bit before my time. Okay, we mentioned Pushover. So let's take a look at Pushover is actually a really good example. That's actually a really cool game for the stream, I think, because it is not a game that it's not a game that I have much experience with. I think a lot of people probably have not seen much of it. At most, maybe you've heard of it, but I doubt that many people have really played it. So let's actually try. Let's see if I can find Pushover. Can I get Pushover? Oh wow, it's on GOG. And Steam? Really? Pushover is on GOG for $5. It's still being sold. Again for $5. Wow, so we're kind of back in the same thing. It's like I feel gosh. I feel annoyed, but at the same time, I recognize that I'm a little bit entitled. I'm kind of entitled by feeling annoyed about this because I had this game. I probably still have this game somewhere. But I'm going to be honest, I didn't buy it. I got a backup copy of the game in the 1990s, and that's how I got it. So I never legitimately owned the game. If I legitimately owned the game, that would be something else. Then I could say, okay, it's not fair that I have to pay for it again. But this is a game that I never owned legitimately. I had it, and the only reason why I don't have it now is because I'm too lazy to go looking back through my old discs, and I have it somewhere on a CD or old hard drive somewhere. So if I really wanted it, what I should do is just go and find it and get my illegal copy that I probably still have somewhere. And for me to complain and say, "What? I have to pay $5 for it?" is it is pretty entitled, isn't it? Because I never paid for the game legitimately in the first place. I only had the game illegally to begin with. So to complain now that I have to pay for it is really just I really can't legitimately do that, can I? Let's see what we can do. It looks like there are some not so trustworthy sources that might still be offering this game. I really hate to say stuff. I know that I'm being a very bad citizen now. I'm basically doing exactly what's very sort of antisocial. I'm literally just admitting to illegally copying software, which is actually on sale. I do feel kind of bad about it. On the one hand, it's like I am openly admitting to basically leeching off other people's work and getting something which I did not pay for and never paid for. Um, on the other hand, I'm sorry. I'm not paying $5 for it. I'm not paying $5 for Pushover. I'm really sorry. I probably should. If I mean, copyright law is a thing. The copyright holder has a right to charge for the game. If they want to charge $5 for it, that's not an exorbitant price. They should have the right to do that if they want to. But I'm sorry, I'm not paying $5 for it. But I seem to have gotten a copy from a less reputable source. So I'm going to try this. I will flagellate myself after the stream to atone for my sins, just so everyone knows. Okay, so let me just check up with the chat. Did anybody Pushover is apparently owned by the same publisher who sells Super 3D Noah's Ark. Really? That's interesting. I did not know. Is okay? Is Super 3D Noah's Ark still being sold for money? Because that would be hilarious if it were. That was a game which I think nobody would have paid money for, even back in the day when it was released. Even at its time of release, it was kind of a joke game. I mean, probably the publisher took it seriously. Probably they thought it was a serious children's religious game. I have no idea. But yeah, Defense Dennis. That's exactly what I was saying before. The thing is, the people who actually worked on the game, if I could somehow chuck in $5 to the programmers who worked on games like this, I might actually be willing to do that, because even if it's 30 years late, it's like, you know what, your game's cool, I like your game, here's $5, thank you for working on it 30 years ago. But that money is not going to the people who made the game. They're long gone. The money is just going to again, it's just going to a holding company who did nothing except just get the rights to the game. Zantara, will you take 89%? Okay, let's see. So push over, Control F4. There we go. There's the game. Gosh. Wow. We have ant, we have and E, we have dep push, we have front end, and we have push. We also have go.bat. What does go.bat do? Push/I. Okay, let's try go.bat and see how far this gets us. Do we want English, Français? Oh, we can do Deutsch. What is Deutsch? I know Deutsch, but what is Deutsch? Or there's Espanol, which technically is actually also wrong because this is Espanol, not Espanol. Okay, English. So what are we doing here? Obviously, we want VGA. Obviously, we want 256 colors. It's kind of a no-brainer. Sound Blaster, yes. We can do keyboard or joystick or Amstrad. What is Amstrad? Amstrad is a brand of PC, but I didn't realize that it's a specific control scheme. Okay, keyboard, please. Okay, start game. Ocean presents Pushover. Yeah, so you're that little ant dude walking around pushing stuff over. Hi! Lean, push. Oh, he got embarrassed and snuck away. Colin loses his... What? 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 Wait, what is happening? I'm very confused. I was not expecting this. I guess that was the story. I guess that was the plot to the game, and I did not understand anything at all. Wow. Okay. What is this? Is this, okay. Okay, I guess I have 30 seconds to do this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I forget how to play this game. I played this... Wow, I played this game... Oh, come on. Okay. Is this Lemmings music? I don't know. Okay, so you press up to go up like that and start pushing, and then you press space to push. Right? Or maybe not. Oh, wait, how do I... Okay. Oh! Oh, you only get a limited number of pushes. That's why. Okay. All right. So you press space to pick up these dominoes, and you press space to put them back. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Now... how do I push? Push! Pushy, pushy! Pushy, pushy! No, push! Push! How do I push? Can I push from here? I don't know what I pressed, but it worked. I guess that failed because I ran out of time. Okay, space to pick that up. Space to put it down here. Are the stripes... Do the stripes mean I can push that directly, or what? Come on. Oh, you have... Oh, you hold space and press the direction to push. Okay, I get it. Why did I fail? What do you mean I failed? Isn't the goal here to... Hold on. Isn't the goal here to push over the, all the dominoes? I did that, so why did I fail? Okay, so hold space and press left or right to push. Oh! You can't push the stripey thing. You have to end with the stripey thing, I guess. Okay, fine. Congratulations, you gain a token. Alright, cool. Whoa, what is going on here? Wait, is this... Oh, that's the password. Okay, this is the password if you want to come back to level 2 later. I get it. Alright, fine. Alright, come on. Can I get through this? Come on. Alright, can I just say okay here? And okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to guess that red thing is bad news. Let's see, is that like something I can't push? Hold on. Well okay, but that's... hold on. Let's see what the red thing does. Let's see what the red thing does before I make any assumptions. Yeah, I figured it's a blocker. Okay, okay, so how are we going to do this? Hello, James Gola. We are playing Pushover, which is a game where you're this ant. You're this cute little ant who walks around and pushes dominoes. And the game, the object is to push down all the dominoes, I guess. I'm not sure how we work with this red thing, though, because it blocks the other dominoes, and I guess I can't push it directly. Oh, I can use a token now to reset before a push. No, let's just replay the puzzle. So, if I yank this out of here... Yeah, this was an Amiga game, wasn't it? I think this was originally an Amiga game that got ported to PC, so... Okay, so you don't need the red domino at all. You can actually just skip the... So you can totally ignore the red domino. It acts as a blocker, but you don't need to push it down. That's fine. Okay, so it's unpush-overable. Cool, alright. Alright, Defensinus, I wish you a good dinner. I'm just about gonna wrap up here. I think this will be the last game, because I've already been streaming for 2 hours, and I didn't want the stream to go for too long, so I'm gonna play this for a few more minutes and then wrap up here, so, let's do a third puzzle here too. Okay, can I... Okay. Oh, I can't pick up the stripey thing. I cannot pick up the stripey domino. Okay. So what does that domino with the red stripe in it, with the one stripe do? Okay, that clearly was not what I needed to do. So what do I need to do here? Oh, there's a blocking domino here. I wonder if I can use this to somehow... Does that knock the domino backwards if it comes... Let's see what happens. Oh! Okay, well, that was unexpected. Okay. I guess that is not what you're supposed to do. I would really like to know what this domino here does. Is this somehow... Oh, it splits when it... Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. It's a split domino. Okay, then probably this is what we want to do. Probably want to have it split in both directions, right? So if we do this now... Push... Okay, that was not... Okay. That is clearly not what I was hoping to do. Okay, do we just put it at the end then? Just stick it on the end here and just have it... Okay, so what I'm going to need to do then is... stick this here. And stick that over there. Come on. Alright. And push. Oh. Oh, it's a... Oh! Wow, it's a rolling domino. It rolls. Rollin'. Keep them dominoes rollin'. Okay, well, that was unexpected, but I'll take it. Alright, let's go and do level 4. I think I'll do a couple more levels and then I'll call it a night because... It's an advert game for Quavers. Yeah, I saw the Quavers brand and I thought, what the heck is Quavers? I do not recognize the name Quavers, but okay. The dog is Colin Curly. Okay, good to know. The more you know. Thank you, Avsfan47. I would not have gotten that. I do not live in a culture that is aware of Quavers. Okay. Gosh. What? Wait, this domino has a vertical red line in it. What is... Oh! Whoa! Whoa, Nene! It's like a gravity-defying domino there. Okay. Wow, this game is full of surprises. I was not expecting that domino to just float up and defy gravity like that. Alright, so if we just push this like that, then that's going to float up and do that. There we go. Okay, that was easy. That was easier than I was anticipating, but again, I'll take it. Okay, one more. I'll do one more puzzle, and then I think we'll call it quits for today. So we have... Okay, that's interesting. So we have this... So this is a rolling domino, but this is different. This is a shorter stripe on it. So what does this one do? Maybe that's the split domino that Mr. Lord Smappy was talking about. Let's see. So let's test this theory out. Is this the... No, don't put it there. Put it on the other... Stop what you're... No! No! 9! Okay, let's try this again. Let's push this. What does this do? Okay, so... So, wait. So I guess I can put this down here. And if I just leave that there... and put this here like so. Okay, that probably was not the thing to do. How do I get across this gap? Clearly that is not how I get across the gap. It is obviously not the correct course of action there. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try with that domino there at the end. Let's see if that actually does something different. I'm assuming it does something different. Oh! It fills in the... Okay, now. It fills in the... Okay, yeah, it is a bridge. Okay. I was not expecting it to become a bridge plank, but, Gosh. Okay. Alright, You know what, now I want to do one more. This is the problem with playing games. There's this problem of always just one more level. It's like that. I was going to stop, but that whole bridge thing, I'm so stoked about that bridge domino now. I want to see what I can do with those bridge dominoes. I am excited. Look, we got another new domino. Now we have a domino with red on the bottom. What does this do? Can I not push it? Okay, apparently I cannot. Really? Seriously? Oh, that splits. That is a splitting domino. Well, golly gosh. Okay, then I'm going to assume that probably what I do here is... Okay. This here seems like a logical place to put a splitting domino, because then it'll split in both directions. It'll go left and right, so it'll hit the ones on the left and the right, right? Let's try this. Okay, yeah. Okay, that worked exactly as I was hoping it would work. No surprises. No surprises. Oh, man. I should stop here, but let's try one more. I'm on a roll. I never quit while I'm ahead, and now my luck is hot. Hot with quavers. I'm quavering in my quavers. Okay, and now they have one with the stripe on one side like that. What is he? What? Why does he stick his fingers in his ears like that when he's standing? Is this like a bomb? Is he expecting it to blow up? Okay. Yeah, that is why he was putting his fingers in his ears. That is a bomb domino. Okay. Gosh, it's like with every puzzle you get a new Okay, so if I put this here, that's going to blast through the floor here and then go down to the dominoes below, right? So let's try that. Yeah, exactly, like that. Hey, it worked. Can I just fall down here? Yeah, okay, he survives that fall. Cool. All right. Yeah, I really like this game. I remember playing this game in the 90s. I played this game sometime in the 1990s, and I thought it was really cool, and I haven't played it since then, so I've forgotten everything about it, other than that it's about pushing dominoes. But, yeah, this game is great. This game is awesome. This is really like an underrated puzzle concept. You know, there are some puzzle concepts like Sokoban, which I have nothing against Sokoban, but it's been redone so many times. There's so many Sokoban variants that it's insane. But something like this is really unique. Like, I've not seen anything like this done anywhere before. So what happens if I just push here? I guess it falls down and hits the blocker there, and then, yeah, it goes in the opposite direction, and, okay, and then just stops. All right, okay, so what do we want to do here? I guess, hold on. I mean, what I could do here theoretically is just stick this down here. And no, don't grab the ladder. Go here, come on. No, don't do that. Get behind, no, don't pick it up. Get behind the domino so I want to push that domino to the right and see what happens. Okay, fine, let's just push from here, see what happens. Not from there. No, not from there, from here. There we go. Yeah, I was afraid that would happen because it lands on top of the domino and just, yeah, exactly. 7 hours of pushover later, it's, oh man, this game is just, it's like crack, isn't it? It's just gonna just draw you in with that promise of just one more puzzle. What do I do here? Because if I push this over here, I mean, it's just gonna fall onto that lower ledge and stop. How do we keep it going? How do we keep the big train moving? I need some way to keep it going after it. I don't know. Now I'm stumped, and I could probably... oh, wait, no, hold on. I need to restart, because I wasted too much time. I see what I need to do here. Of course, this. Let's make use of this. Let's take this here, stick that there, and now it just becomes a domino effect, except... yeah, there we go. The dominoes create a domino effect, imagine that. So yeah, it goes to, yeah, it actually goes down like that, and then it goes... oh. Oh. I'm pretty sure that's the right idea. I just need to figure out how to put it in the right place without, like, the ladder getting in the way. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the right solution. Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop here. I think this will be the end of the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was... how do I get out of this now? Quit. Yes. Exit. There we go. Bye-bye. That's nice. I like the bye-bye at the end. Okay, I think I will stop here. This has been 2 hours. It's a pretty decent stream. It's probably about as much as we're willing to tolerate at this moment in time. So thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for coming out. It's been a lot of fun, actually. I've really enjoyed this. I hope that you've enjoyed it as well. I'm going to go ahead and yeah, call it quits for now. And take care, folks. I guess I'll do another stream like this sometime. I don't know exactly when, but hopefully in the not too distant future. So until then, I wish you folks all a good rest of your day or evening or whatever time of day it is, wherever you might be watching at this moment in time. And yeah, take care, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, thanks for coming out, folks. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, glad to have had you folks with me. I'm glad that you had fun. So yeah, okay. I'm out. Goodbye, everyone.